In a few moments, you will ride in this seat. Wear this crash helmet, these gloves, and drive in an Amet sports car road race. This is Road America. This is the road you will drive. A privately owned road racing course near Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, and one of the finest courses of its kind in the world. Designed and built for the sole purpose of sports car racing, it confronts the driver with many types of driving situations and problems. In short, it is laid out to thoroughly test the performance and ability of both car and driver. At the same time, it is one of the safest race courses in the world. The track is a 27-foot strip of asphalt, twisting for 4 miles through the wooded, hilly countryside. Although located far from the world-famous racing centers of Europe and the United States, sports car enthusiasts look to it as a capital of their competition. Road America is located just outside the little town of Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Twice each year, this small, peaceful resort town welcomes the racing fans to come to Road America. And come they do. Nearly 200 entrants attracting almost 50,000 spectators. On race weekends, you see virtually every make and model of sports car on the road today. Maseratis, D-Jaguars, Ferraris, Alfa Romeos. You name it, you see them all at Elkhart Lake. Not only on the track, but driven by fans attending the race. All drivers are strictly amateur. By profession, they might be doctors, lawyers, mechanics, salesmen, businessmen. Most are married, with families and responsibilities. They race not for prize money, for none is awarded in this amateur event. For glory, maybe. But mostly, they race for the pure joy of driving and the added zest of competition. Driving because they like it, as some men like the feel of a gun on a frosty morning, or the quick response of a good horse, or the satisfaction of a clean hit golf ball down the fairway. It's in their blood. The car itself is part of the urge to race. There is something about a sports car. Maybe it's the clean-cut economy of design, the classic simplicity of its lines, or the downright good sense of efficient performance. By virtue of its obedient, honest, and often forgiving quality, the car seems to become part of the driver part of the car. Part of the driver's urge to race is because he believes so deeply in his car. A race is a chance to use all his skill to show what his car can do, a chance to push himself and his car to the extreme limit under controlled conditions, without undue danger to others. In competition, sports cars are divided into 2 major classifications: production cars and modified cars. In the production class are cars which have been manufactured in a quantity of at least 150. These automobiles must be raced as purchased new. Certain modifications may be made to increase safety, such as removal of glass and mandatory installation of roll bar, or to bring the car into line with the specifications of later models of the same car. Among the most popular cars in this category are Italy's Alfa Romeo, England's Triumph, America's Chevrolet Corvette, and Germany's Porsche. The modified, or sports class, as it is sometimes called, includes factory racing specials, cars built especially for racing by well-known manufacturers to demonstrate their capabilities in a spectacular way. Examples are the English Lotus, speed capability 130 miles per hour, engine displacement 67 cubic inches, or the Porsche Spider, speed capability 160 miles per hour, engine displacement 91 cubic inches. As the name modified would indicate, it may be a modification of a production car. The Echidna, for example, is the product of a three-way cross. A Chevrolet engine mounted on a Jaguar chassis and encased in a custom-made fiberglass body. The Gadfly, which also sports a custom body of fiberglass, is powered by the same engine as in the Lotus, the English Coventry Climax engine. There are as many varieties of modified cars as there are personalities in racing, for the driver has unlimited freedom to express his individual taste and preference. The car must burn pump gasoline, have 2 seats, 1 door, spare tire, headlights, and 4-wheel brakes, and the cubic displacement of the engine must be within the limits set for the class in which the car is entered. Let's see what's under the hood of one of these sports cars. This is the power plant of the previously mentioned Porsche Spider. It is an opposed 4-cylinder air-cooled engine. Note the unusual details of its construction. The metal shrouding covering the air-cooling fan, a double carburetor for each 2 cylinders, the dual overhead camshafts on each opposing bank of cylinders. Its scant 4 cylinders develop 126 horsepower, turning it over at 8,000 RPM. This ability to coax enormous power out of a small plant is typical of sports car engineering, and this without benefit of supercharging, which would place the car in a higher class. Precision engineering, painstaking craftsmanship, close tolerances, and most important, the loving care lavished on every last detail of design and production. These factors explain the extraordinary efficiency of the sports car's small but mighty engine. The brakes of the average sports car are much larger than those of a conventional automobile, larger even than those of many cars weighing 2 tons or more. The preparations leading up to the race are almost as absorbing and important as the race itself. Long hours are spent adjusting and tuning. Cars must pass rigid qualifying tests for both technical and safety requirements. Does the car meet the specifications set for the class in which it is entered? Can it be raced without endangering the driver, other drivers, or spectators? Drivers, too, must satisfy strict requirements in order to qualify for the race. All entrants must be licensed to drive a national competition. A standard part of the pre-race preparations is practice at speed to test your car and get acquainted with the course. Let's move out with the larger production and modified cars for a few practice laps and a good look at the course. Down the straightaway, past the pits, and up to the starting line. Even now, the sight of the starting line gives you that sinking sensation in the pit of your stomach. You think of tomorrow morning when it will be the real thing, not just a practice run. But cut the daydreaming. Flag station number 1 coming up. Get set for the first curve, brakes, gear it down from 4th to 3rd to 2nd, ready to pour on the power coming out of the curve. Next, a short downhill that curves off in a sweeping right. Station 3. Now we let it out on a fast straightaway run to corner number 5. Watch for the markers on the right. Spaced at 100-foot intervals, they tell you the distance to the turn. 500 feet. 4, 3, hit the brakes. Gear down to the power you'll need coming out of that corner. Up the hill, ready for a sharp left-hand corner. Then lean into a sweeping downhill curve. Station 7. Hug the inside. That's it. Cut it close as you can, drifting wide as you come out. Watch your mirror. Lotus coming up fast. Give him room. Now get in position for corner 8. A hard left. Watch the flagman, a blue flag, the signal we are about to be overtaken by a faster car. Here we are in the tricky stretch they call the carousel, a high-speed lateral curve that gets tighter and tighter the farther you get into it. 6,000 RPM in third, that's over 70 miles an hour. Two cars are coming up fast. We're in the middle. Hold it steady, don't do anything sudden. Now, push it hard. We're on the fastest stretch of the course, so make the most of it. Approaching corner 12 at about 115 miles an hour. 5, 4, 3, brakes. An uphill run under the bridge, and we can take corner 13 full bore. Brake down, drift around 14. We're on the straightaway, up the rise, and passing the pit area at the end of a completed 4-mile lap, a trial run over Road America. During the practice run, drivers spot the need for additional tuning, adjustments, and repairs. Drivers and mechanics work with grim intensity now. The pressure is on. Race time comes early tomorrow, and every hour is precious. Races are won or lost, not only on the track, but here in the pits. That extra plus, gained by fine-tuning and minute adjustments, can mean the difference between first and second place. At this crucial time, you want to work fast and effectively. Power tools come in mighty handy now, but where to get the juice? The track can't possibly supply all the power needed by this vast assembly of cars and crews. Fortunately, someone had the foresight to bring along a power plant. A D.W. Onan 2.5 kilowatt portable generator with enough power to supply the immediate vicinity. The generator goes to work, giving a Porsche a battery charge to guarantee a sure start tomorrow. Running an electric drill used in making throttle repairs. Powering an impact lug wrench to speed up tire changing. Reliable power, vital during the race as well as before. Standing ready to save precious minutes and seconds when power equipment is needed for emergency repairs at trackside. Ignoring the darkness, crews work long into the night. With the portable Onan generator supplying electricity, this crew can stay with it until their Corvette is ready. Suddenly, it's race day. Starting time is just minutes away, the culmination of months of work and planning. One last check to make certain we're ready. No detail can be overlooked. This is the moment when you feel the tension mount. Relax, you say to yourself. After all, you're in this for fun, remember? True, but just the same, you're anxious. Win or lose, you want to be in this race and you want to go the distance. They're marshaling the cars in the starting area, calling the race for Class H Modified and the under 1,500 cc production class. That's us. You're at the wheel. From here on, you're on your own.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. Car number 21, Porsche 1500, John Curran of East Cleveland, Ohio. He was 20th in the national ratings at production, driving a Porsche last year. Car number 71, a Porsche Carrera, W.H. Chadburn of Warsaw, Indiana. Car number 48, Elva Courier, Don By. Here comes the 1 minute bomb. This is the 1 minute bomb. And now, clear the track, gentlemen. All mechanics off the track away from the cars, please. All mechanics off of the track away from the cars. If your car is ready, gentlemen, the upraised hand will signal. No, it's 49 getting the juice.
Harry Blanchard got the jump on the start, but Chuck Reichert soon takes the lead. Look at Blanchard take corner 6. At the end of the first lap, it's Chuck Reichert and Harry Blanchard practically neck and neck. Bruce Jennings is third. Here's 4th, 5th, and 6th, all very close. Coming into corner 3, now it's Blanchard in the lead. Chuck Reichert pressing him hard in car number 0. Michael Collins has moved up to 3rd, all in GT Carreras. Watch the way those Alfa Romeos lean. Note the flagman. He gives the blue flag. Somebody's about to be passed. This is the straightaway. Reichert and Blanchard playing bumper tag at over 100 miles an hour. Collins is 3rd, pressing them as hard as he can. 4th, Bruce Jennings. 5th, John Curran. All of the first 6 cars are Porsches, followed by Bill Weisthoff and an Alfa Romeo Veloce Spider, leading in Class G production. Under the bridge, look at him lean into that corner. A beautiful job. Ah, looks so slow and graceful. Think it's easy? Try it. Whoops, slid off the shoulder, kicked up a little dust there. Back of the starting line. 1st and 2nd are still practically neck and neck. The smaller engine cars get the passing flag, and here comes 4th and 5th, practically bumper to bumper. An MG twin cam coming out of the pits has given the flag signal to go ahead by chief starter Bud Severance. Watch that MG, he's spinning. Boy, that was close. That Porsche almost hit him. Nice job of control on the part of both drivers. Note the cars going up the straightaway in the background. traffic is very close here, and it looks like it might be very dangerous. But actually, it's safer driving in this race than it is on the average highway. For one thing, the cars are all going in the same direction. Flagmen are at all danger spots. The drivers are all expert drivers. Cars have the maximum safety features, and most important, the drivers are very considerate of the other person. Number 77, an Alfa Veloce, Bill Wiesthoff, first overall in the Class G production. But what about you? How are you doing? Let's take a look. Coming up fast, corner number 5. Watch it. Easy. Watch that corner. You're a little sloppy there. Pour it on. All right now. Let's take these 3 cars. One down, 2 to go. You're clear of them. Cut. Drift out. All right, let's take the second one now. Got enough room here. Tromp on it. We can't take them both without risking trouble. Cut over, gear down. 1 to go. Let's take this one right now. Go. Watch them. You're clear. Cut back in now. Get in tight on this corner. Take them the shortest possible diameter. Hold her steady. Watch your tack. Don't go over 7,000 RPM. Which side? He says to the left. Let's take him there. Here's another one. He's staying well to his side. We'll take him on the left. Another one down. Very smooth. Take them all like that. Now it's clear sailing. There are times in a race when you seem to be all by yourself. The cars are either ahead of you or behind you. Let's find some more. Let's go. With no one to block you in the curves, you can really make time. That's it. Take that corner, full width. Take every inch of it. Don't relax now. We're way behind. There's 2 ahead of you. We've gained quite a bit now. Let's pick them off before we get to corner number 6. 6,500, 66, 67, 6,800. Shift. Coming up once again on corner number 5. Watch your markers. We're pretty fast. Too fast, too fast. You lost her. Hold her tight. Clear over. Take it easy. Bring us back slowly. Oh, we lost our place. Let's go get them. Not too anxious. You're too fast for this one, too. Relax. Take it easy. Don't get spooked into those corners. We can't take this one in the carousel. We'll get him between the carousel and corner 11. Pour it on. You're going to catch him on 11. Take it easy. He may drift out. Watch him. Watch him. You're clear. Now go. That's the way. Try to take 5 like that. All right, there's 3 more ahead of us. Let's take them. Somebody's having trouble. He's pulling into the pits. Take this one on the left. What's that guy in front going to do? We can't take him on the inside, too close to the corner. Now, stand on it. He's pulling to the right to let us by. Let's take him. Now you're clear of him. Cut over. Easy. Easy. That's it. In a very close battle for first place, Harry Blanchard of Greenwich, Connecticut, car number 49, and Chuck Reichert of Indianapolis, Indiana, car number 0, in a flawless exhibition of speed, exchanged the lead 4 times during the race. Blanchard grabbed the lead for the last time in the 13th and final lap to win first in class and first overall. Here he comes, a beautiful race. We didn't win. We didn't even place. It would have been great to have been in there, first or second, but it's a good feeling just to know you were in the running, and even threatening a few times. In fact, there's a real satisfaction in just knowing that you and your car were good enough for Road America. To know that you were there, driving in one of the world's great sports car events. And besides, there's always next time.